Hey, how's it going, guys? Being a homeowner can be a very expensive thing, but you can limit your costs if you can learn how to do your own maintenance on such things like your appliances or your HVAC units. Here in South Florida, where I live, these things are constantly running, especially during the summertime. So we end up getting issues like clogged drain lines or capacitors that fail or compressors that fail. And every time something like that happens, you call out an AC tech guy and it's hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So I'm gonna make a quick video to show you the things that I do as preventative maintenance to prevent me from spending an exorbitant amount of money on something that really only took me 10 or 15 minutes to fix. So stay tuned and hope you learned something from this video. Do your own maintenance. Okay, you're looking at my upstairs indoor handler for one of my HVAC units. And if you look down here in the drip pan, oh, what's that? There's a little puddle of water. So that's an indicator to me that either there's a clog in the pan, which is right behind here, leading into this joint, or there's a clog somewhere down that drain line, going out into the wall and then out to the side of the house. So we're going to take this apart, take a look inside, and see if we can locate the problem and get it fixed. So I'll go ahead and remove this panel and we'll be right back. Okay, so here's the inside of the unit with the front panel exposed. I already started to clean it out, but if you can see all this gunk right in here, this was actually clear a second ago, and I just used a pipe cleaner to kind of get into those grooves right here. And that's where all this stuff came from. It was all this gunk that was backed up in there on both sides. And what this does is it causes the water that drips down from the side of the coil, the cooling coil there, to drain and get clogged up by this gunk, and it just kind of leaked out the back. Because there's no blockage in the pan, there's no blockage in the pipe here, there's no blockage in that main line. I already checked through that cap, so we're good there. I did all this plumbing myself about a year ago. I kind of rolled the dice with not cementing each one of these joints, but I did it purposely so that I could get in here and clean like I'm doing now. I haven't had a single leak in over a year through the joints. So for those of you that are looking to find a better solution to access your drain lines, try not cementing them together so you can take them all apart. It's worked for me. All right, so let's go to the next step here. Okay guys, so you're looking at the drain line that goes into my wall and down underneath the second floor through the trusses all the way out to the exterior wall and then down the side of the house. So this is the most direct point that I can get to the actual interior piping. And I found this tool on Amazon. This is the CO2 AC drain line gun. This is great. This is going to save you a ton of money and it's going to clear your line. What you do is you unscrew the handle, and they come with 4 of these CO2 cartridges, but I bought a lot more. You're going to screw that in here tight until you hear it pierce, and you heard it pierce, and then you tighten it all the way down as much as you can. Put your handle back on because that's going to get ice cold once you fire it in there. It's got a little rubber cone. You're going to shove that in that hole there, and you're going to literally just let this rip. And that just cleared out that entire AC line if there was any gunk in there. Okay? It's a lot easier than using a snake or any other type of tool if you want to clear out your line. Get yourself one of these. They're like 20 or 30 bucks on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the field below. And obviously the last thing you'd want to do is just pop out your filter. Change that out every month or so. It's not too bad. A little dirty. I'll put a new one in. Make sure that you got the airflow facing the correct direction. Just kind of wiggle it in there. There we go. And we're all set. Okay, now the last thing I do, and I'll be curious to hear what you guys have to say in the comments about this. I pour a little bit of bleach down in there. So this goes right down into my drain line that goes through the house. Some guys use vinegar. I use bleach. There's already water in there from the drain, so it's going to mix and dilute itself anyway. I'm curious to know what the AC guys that see this video, what they say about it, so leave me a comment. Okay, so that's the end of that video. It was just a real quick one. I had to do the maintenance on that unit anyway, so I figured I would just kind of video it and show everyone what I do in my house. I have another AC unit that I'm going to do some maintenance on. I'll do a little bit different on that one. Instead of using that CO2 gun, I'll use a snake, which is another way you can clear out that line. So maybe I'll do another video and I'll show you guys how I use that snake. And you can kind of pick and choose which tool that you want to help you clear out your lines. So I hope you got something from the video. Leave comments below. See you on the next one.